Salmon are really important business partners for me. And when I'm on the water, I catch them and I kill them, and it provides a living for my husband and I, it pays our mortgage. People we know with children, it pays for their education, all of our medical benefits. Salmon are all of that. My name is Amy Grondin, and I'm a commercial salmon fisherman. My husband, Greg, and I own and operate the fishing vessel Arminta. Handing an intact ecosystem over to the next generation is so important, because to take care of that ocean and take care of salmon means we're taking care of the earth. And without them, they're a keystone animal. Or if there's a problem with a salmon, we're having a problem with the whole ocean.
We do start the news at 4 with some breaking news tonight. The CDC confirms the first case of novel or new coronavirus in the U.S., and it's right here in our state.
Today, the Department of Natural Resources say Washington and Oregon will have the worst fire season in the nation through August.
Already, it's the third largest marine heat wave measured in the past 40 years.
Disruptions happen all the time to people. We have things like storms and we lose power, or our homes are damaged, or there's economic upheaval and our lives and jobs are affected. Similarly with salmon, things happen every year. There's droughts, there's floods, there's rock slides, and that impacts those particular runs. For both people and salmon, we haven't seen anything like this disruptions that we've had recently with the pandemic and with the increasingly hot Pacific Ocean.
In 2014, really 2014 to 2016 is when everybody calls the blob. Most of the Northeast Pacific was way above average temperatures. Not only was it warm, but it had really, really low nutrients. For coho salmon that went to the ocean in 2014, they were going to return in 2015, everything looked great. The ocean was really productive, and then when they came back, they were a fraction of what they normally are, the abundance was, and they tended to be really small. Something happened. Wherever they were was not a great place to be. We don't know what the winning ticket is, and we don't know in a given year what combination of the size of the fish and the timing when that enters the ocean is successful or not. So I think we can really do a lot of bet hedging by increasing the diversity, so that the more different kind of pathways the salmon can take to get to the ocean, and when they arrive there and how big they are, the more opportunities, the chances, one of those will be successful.
The pandemic has had a really big impact on society, and Long Live the Kings hasn't escaped that either. And so the way we've dealt with that is to adapt. Similarly, the challenges that salmon face in the ocean these days with the changing climate, their populations have to be resilient too. We think that diversity is a critically important element of their survival. And so for the next 5 years, we're going to focus intensely on identifying ways to maintain and increase salmon diversity in the face of things like climate change. And with all the challenges that salmon face, and on top of all the things that are going on right now in the world, we might get discouraged about salmon recovery. But at Long Live the Kings, we see a lot of promise and a lot of hope. If you look at the Elwha Dam removal and the fact that the salmon and steelhead populations are returning there, if you look at a place like the Nooksack River up in Whatcom County, where Long Live the Kings has worked with fantastic partners like American Rivers and the Paul G. Allen Family Foundation to get funding to remove the middle fork of the Nooksack water diversion dam, opening up 16 miles of habitat. That just happened last summer. And you look at the progress we're making on summer chum recovery in Hood Canal. I think there's some promising stories that can give us all hope that we're making progress.
I think success would be if we could put Long Live the Kings out of business because we had so many salmon. That would be amazing.